In this video, I'm going to introduce you to how to log in to Follett Destiny, our online media catalog, where you can check out over 28,000 items in our circulating collection and have those delivered to your school site. Or in the case of those of you that are picking up in person, you'll be able to pick those up here at ERS. So I'm going to start with the ERS Library website, which is part of the Tulare County Office of Education website. And I'm going to start with, of course, logging us in. That's going to take us over to the ERS Library portal. And I'm going to go ahead and use my login credentials and log in. Now, to get into Follett Destiny for educators and administrators, you'll find that under the ERS Multimedia Content Set and under Educator Resources at the very top. Follett Destiny ERS Library Online Catalog. Simply click on that. Our system will take care of the login for you after that. As you can see, my name is in the upper right-hand corner here. Now, I have a couple of extra tabs here simply because I'm an administrator in Follett, but we're going to talk about the main page as well as what's on the catalog button. As you can see, when you log into Follett, there is a welcome to the catalog with information about the resources, delivery, and whether there's any interruption of service, such as currently, because we're on the period of time when a lot of school districts are on summer break. This will get updated and removed, obviously, when summer break is over. But you'll also see a listing of things you're going to find in Follett, types of different collections, checkout periods, checkout limits, and how to search for specific things, some quick tips, as well as a step-by-step guide on ordering from the Follett catalog. So I'm going to go to catalog. And when you order something from Follett, it's going to look like this. So I'm going to blow this up a little bit here, make it easier to see. Now, to just go ahead and order something, to look for something in our catalog, all you really need to do is just type in something you're interested in, such as ancient Egypt, and then just hit enter on your keyboard. It will automatically search by keyword, title, author, subject, and series. All of those all at once. Now, if you want to narrow it down, you could go ahead and say search by keyword, or search by all titles that have ancient Egypt in the title. Or if you were putting in a particular author's name, then you would click on author in order to search by that author. Now, below that, if you wanted to go digging a little deeper, you can go into material types, whether you're just looking for books, equipment, kits, maps, globes, or atlases, videos, and so forth. You can narrow your search that way. You can also put in reading levels if you'd like, or interest grade levels from and to, or if you're looking for something that supports accelerated reader, you can go ahead and choose that under reading programs as well. But I am just going to go with the very simple ancient Egypt, hit enter on my keyboard, and it'll search across all titles, all portions of information about those titles, looking to see, do they have ancient Egypt anywhere in there? Now it says 1 of 25 of 63 titles. So there are 63 titles in the collection, all having to do with or related to ancient Egypt. And you'll see these little icons too. Now, if you pause over the icon, it will appear and tell you what type of material it is. So if I haven't narrowed it in my search to just books, it's going to allow you to see that, well, that's a book, that's a book, that's a book. And if you keep scrolling, you'll find, oh, that's not a book. That's a graphic, it's a poster. So most of these, as you can see, are books. There's a little E here that tells us that's an ebook that's in our collection. So if you ever wonder what they are, just simply pause over the little icons there and they'll tell you what type of item it is. So scrolling back up to the top, and any of these particular titles that you find, if you would like to learn more about that title, you can look further down here. If you need to find it from the shelf yourself, and we're not pulling it for you, then you can certainly use this to go find the book on our shelves. You'll see publication date, if it's part of a series, its reading level, and its grade interest level as well. and how many titles are available at our location. As you can see here, there's only one title available. There's only one copy on our shelves. You also see a sort by. You can sort by call number, title, author, date, type, and status as well. So if you want to sort it by, just show me the materials that haven't been checked out yet. You can do that too. So to learn additionally, you can click on details here or on the title, and that's going to open up additional information here. You can see similar titles. You can look up based on the keywords. You can go ahead and click to find out what else is in our collection that also has that same type of keyword, or other titles by the author or authors, and other titles in that particular series. So there's also going to be an image of its cover. And if there's any description, you're going to see that right here. So if you are interested in booking that item, then what you're going to do is go over here to hold it. So there isn't a book bag. Unfortunately, Follett Destiny does not offer you the ability to put a whole bunch of items in, say, a book bag of sorts, and then just check out the book bag all in one fell swoop. Unfortunately, in Follett Destiny, you have to check out the materials one by one. So if you're looking for 6 books on ancient Egypt, you have to hold them and book them one by one. So if you need to write down what date you wanted them on, just to be sure that every single one of those items has that same date that you want it delivered, then go ahead and go for that. That may prove helpful. So I'm going to say hold it, and then there's a process here. By default, it's going to say as soon as possible. We here at ERS ask that you never use the as soon as possible, because we do have to have a little bit of time to process the material to get it ready to go out to your school site. And if your delivery day is Tuesday and you book it on Monday, it's going to try to say, have it ready for you the next day, because that's your delivery day. Well, if you booked it on Monday at 6 o'clock at night, because this catalog is available for you to book materials 24/7. So if you booked it at 6 o'clock at night, well, we may not have enough time to get that book off the shelf, processed, and ready to go out to your school site, because our drivers leave first thing in the morning. So what we do recommend, please, is that where it says as soon as possible, when you start the whole process, is click right here, reserve for a specific date. You don't have to do anything else. It'll flash and give you a calendar. Now, from here, it is currently July 23rd, and as you can see, it's keeping me from not booking it for the 24th, because again, processing time to get it ready, and saying because I'm a walk-in client, I work here at ERS, I could book it for as early as the 25th, this Thursday, 2 days from now. Now, that said, if you have a delivery day, I recommend that you book in advance. So you may want to move over to the few weeks after or the following month, and then say, okay, if your delivery day is Tuesday the 6th, then you'll choose a Tuesday. You'll choose a Tuesday on the calendar. In this case, August 6th. Now, books, you can have that out for as much as 6 weeks. So you'll see that this is filled in, and then the 2 is not. So 8, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the next time I click, it's going to actually go ahead and put in that end date. Make sure it's a day, again, for your delivery, because that's when they'll pick it up. Otherwise, it may sit in your library or office for a few days before we pick it up. It will not automatically give you an end date. So you do have to go ahead and click both in the start date and choose an end date. And again, books typically are 6 weeks. On that homepage on Follett, there was an area there, I think I pointed out, that listed how long you can have each item. Now, that said, after those 6 weeks are over, if you would like to give us a call or send an email to library@ersconnect.org, you can request to have that item extended as long as somebody else has not booked it at any time during the period of time you want to extend it to. So if you want to give us a call and say, hey, can I have it another 6 weeks? Feel free. If no one else has booked it, then you may have it, for as long as 12 weeks before you return it for us to pick up. After this point, you just hit save. Once you hit save, it will be in our system. And then from there, you can go back to your catalog, or you can go back to ancient Egypt and book something else. In this case, I'm going to put in robotics. And you can see there's a bunch of robotics kits in our collection, as well as materials on robotics and artificial intelligence. So if you were interested in ordering, say, our Ozobot minis or Ozobot Evos, let's say I decide to order the Ozobots. Again, I'm going to click on the title, learn more about it, description, where it's located in our collection, related links to other materials that are also related to robotics and robots and STEM kits. And then if I decide, yeah, I want to check this out, I can say hold it. And the same thing here. It says there are 2 copies. And so you actually can say you want both copies of this if they're available. So reserve for a specific date again, and then choose, for me again, it would be Tuesday, August 6th, if I had a Tuesday delivery date. And then I would move that to the end date of August 10th, or I'm sorry, September 10th. And then I would hit save, and both of those copies would be booked for me. And I would receive those on the same day I received the Ancient Egypt book. And again, if I want to reserve them for longer, I can always give a call or send an email and book that out for further. So I am going to leave that here and go back to the catalog page and go back again to home. So here is where you can learn more. Robotics kits typically are 2 weeks. Book kits typically 6 weeks. All other materials typically 3 weeks. So you can use that as a guideline. You can always book it and then give us a call and then see if we can't push that out further. Nothing's really keeping you from trying to book something a little longer, but we do request that you don't book something for a really long time because other educators are probably going to be interested in those materials as well. All right, so that's it for getting into Follett and booking an item. If you have any questions, you're not quite sure when your assigned delivery day is, that was on the TCOE library website. Let's see here. Library, contact, here we go. Down on the home page, the little picture of the van here from ERS. There's a click here, and that will show you all of school districts, as well as the date that we do pickup and delivery. So that will help you target exactly what day of the week you want to do your beginning and your ending hold dates for your materials. So I'll stop here, and feel free to watch any of the other videos about resources in the portal if you have interest on this as well.